Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking some Pottery Barn and Restoration Hardware Inspired Textures, and I'm going to create my own look on some items that I purchased at Dollar Tree, as well as some things that I already have. If you like these kind of videos, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Okay, for this one, I'm going to start with two vases I got at Dollar Tree. One vase I had in my stash, and I am going to spray paint them with Rust-Oleum Ultra Matte Black paint. Now, make sure that you get the entire outside surface completely sealed in, and you don't have to do the inside of it. Then I'm going to go ahead and paint a terracotta pot that I already had. I got it at Lowe's. I painted the outside, and I'm going to paint the entire inside as well. Okay, next I took three different colors of chalk paint. I took Waverly's Mineral, I took the Folk Art Barcelona Beige, and I took the Waverly Truffle. And these are the three colors that I'm going to use on my palette. I'm just going to go ahead and pour them out on my cardboard. And then I didn't start off by having my paper towel wet, but I would recommend getting it wet. I did go back and get it wet later. But you're just going to start dabbing it on and kind of turn your hand as you're doing this so you don't get the same effect exactly in the same space. You want to kind of make sure that you move around a little bit. And I'm just going to go in with the three different colors. I'm just going to kind of build it on each other. Do the darks first and add the lights. Just pick a color palette that you like and then just go to town. Just have some fun. This was a really fun project. Just kind of creating the textures. Once you got done with the back, go ahead and turn it over and do the inside as well. And you don't have to start off with a black spray paint. You can pick any color spray paint you want. It just preps the surface so that the paint goes on it well. Okay, I think this one really turned out good. It really does look like stone. Let me know in the comments below what you think. For the next three, I'm going to go ahead and use this Dry Deck spackling, and this is going to be on the ones that I spray painted the little jars black. And I'm just going to start by really getting it on there. Wear gloves because you don't want it all over your hands, but kind of mix it up a little bit and then just start applying it. All you're going to do is just kind of just swirl it around there and get the design that you want. I did three different techniques on this one, and I'll kind of show you what I did. Okay, for this one, I just kind of spun it like it was on a pottery wheel. And I'm just going to go and make little grooves in it. First of all, just get it all smeared on there really quick and easy, and then you can start shaping it. And I'm just going to kind of open up my fingers a little bit and turn it as I'm going. And I'm trying to create some ridges for it because I'm going to make a Pottery Barn dupe on this one, and that one had ridges as well. Now these are great because this is pink, and when it dries and it turns white, then you know it's completely dry. That's why I like this stuff. But just make sure you get it completely covered. You don't see any of the black, and then make sure that you do the top as well. You don't have to do the inside or the bottom. Next one, I went ahead and applied the pink to it, and I'm just going to go ahead and roll it in my hand with my hand flat. And this is just going to kind of give it like a smeared pottery look to it. It's just going to kind of make it a little bit uneven and a little bit textured on its own. So I'm just kind of spinning it with my hand flat. And this next one, I'm just taking my hand and I'm just patting it onto it. And I'm just going to go all the way around it. Keep building it up with patting on it until I get it pretty solid. Okay, for this one, I'm going to use Folk Art Mellow Mocha, and then I'm going to use the Waverly Mineral. And this is the one that I just did at the end where I just kind of patted it. And I'm just going to take a wet paper towel, I'm going to dab it into my paint, and I'm just going to start adding some color. Now I'm just going to kind of do little clusters here of the brown, and then I'm going to come back with the other color and kind of soften it up. And if you're not sure what you want to do, just take a picture of another piece that you liked and kind of print it and put it where you're working, and you can kind of play off of that one and kind of get some color ideas off of that. And then I'm just going to come in here with this lighter color called Plaster, and I'm just going to kind of lightly dab it all the way around to give it more of an aged look. Okay, that's how that one turned out. I think that really does look like stone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. For this next one, I'm going to start with a hazelnut color, and all of these are chalk paints. I'm doing nothing but chalk paints on these in matte finish. I'm just kind of dabbing it around in different areas just to kind of give it a little bit of accent color, you know, kind of evenly around it. And then I'm coming in with some black, and I'm going to start adding some black. Now I'm going to soften up the black a lot with some of the mineral and some of the lighter colors. I'm not going to have a lot of dark black on here, but I am going to have quite a few colors on here. Okay, then I'm going to add some black to the ridges of these. I'm just going to take my finger and just kind of rub it with the black just to kind of give it a little bit of definition where those little lines are. I really liked how the texture of this one turned out. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. Okay, for this one, I'm going to start with some black chalk paint, and I'm just going to paint the entire thing black. I'm going to cover every bit of it up. Then I'm going to mix some French linen in with my black just to start lightening it up a little bit. I'm just going to start building colors with the black color. And I didn't add a lot, just a little bit, just to kind of start building it up. And then I'm going to come back in and do the same thing in a minute. And then just go ahead and do the whole thing. And then I'm going to mix a little bit more of that same color in there to get a little bit lighter effect. And I'm going to come back in and go over that one as well. And I did squeeze a little bit of it so it did run instead of just being patted on there. And that did give it a nice effect as well. And then I'm just coming back in with that French linen by itself and dabbing it on there. And that's pretty much it on that one. I really liked the way this one turned out. I did like the blacks a lot. Let me know what you think. Okay, for this next one, I'm taking a bowl and a vase from Dollar Tree. They're both plastic, and I'm just going to take some E6000 glue and some hot glue and glue them together. Just right around the base. And you want to go up on the lip, not in the center, because that's where your bowl is going to set flush with. And then you want to probably put this aside and let it dry really well. Okay, after it dries, I'm going to paint it with this ultra matte black Rust-Oleum paint. Then after it's dried, I'm going to go ahead and start putting that spackle on it, just like I did the other ones. I'm just going to take my gloves. Make sure you wear gloves because this stuff does make a mess. Now, not a mess everywhere if you put some cardboard down, but it does make a mess of your hands. And you don't want to wash your hands in the sink with this on it because you don't want to stop up your sink line. And I'm just going to go ahead and start smearing it on here. And then I got a spatula and started just kind of smearing it on a little bit better. Main thing is just to kind of get it completely coated. And then do the bottom as well. And then for my texture, I'm just going to kind of go in and just kind of dab it with a, I'm using a chalk paint brush, and I'm just kind of stippling it. So just kind of going, you know, bouncing up and down all over it just to kind of give it a little stippling effect on it. Okay, for this one, I'm going to use Barcelona Beige, Mineral, and Truffle. And I'm going to paint the entire thing with the truffle color. Once it's dried, I'm coming back in with the Barcelona beige, and I'm just going to go ahead and start dabbing that on as well. Same thing with a wet paper towel, just kind of rotating my hand as I go. And I did the top, the bottom, and the inside, all of them. Then I'm going to come back in with the mineral and kind of lighten it up a little bit. And I'm just going to do that all over it. That was pretty easy. Next, I'm going to do all of my pieces with this Rust-Oleum matte clear enamel finish. Make sure that you do all the pieces that you did paint so that they are protected. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, be sure and give me a thumbs up. Be sure and subscribe and ring that bell to be notified when I have a new video upload. I hope you take this and go out and make something for yourself today with this. This was a lot of fun to make. Thank you so much for watching.